I'm here with Rob Parsons, who is driving at World Time Attack this weekend. And Rob, it's nice to have you here in Australia.
I am so excited to be here. Came here last year just to kind of see what World Time Attack was about, and let me tell you, I said to myself in my head, I'm like, man, I really wish I could drive something like that here. These guys are going so fast, and like turn one is out of control. And fast forward a year later, Cole Powelsons and Kyle Schick from Lyfe Motorsport gave me the opportunity to drive this record-setting R35, and what an incredible time, especially doing it at Sydney Motorsports Park.
Yeah, what an incredible opportunity for you. And I've been following you for a long time, and I first found out about you from the fabrication that you did, and you know, it was really impressive at that time, building drift cars and driving them yourself and doing everything. Tell us a little bit about the journey that's taken from fabricating in your own garage to the point where you're at driving GTR around Sydney.
Yeah, it's crazy. You and I actually kind of started working on our projects, you know, around the same time, which is great. So they kind of evolved at the same pace. From the fabrication standpoint, I got certified as a welder in Canada, so that kind of started me with everything. I enjoyed bending metal and using CNC machines, so I had the opportunities to work with all types of precision equipment for cutting, bending, and fabricating stuff out of sheet metal. So that kind of led me into tinkering with cars, which led me into building cars and driving. And this is all before I broke my back. So broke my back riding dirt bike, and my friends were like, well, you should build a drift car again. So I started doing that. Yeah. And I had no idea how the hell I was going to make a clutch system work, and kind of figured an idea while I was in the hospital. As soon as I got out, went straight to doing that, and just the background of fabrication and, you know, like thinking outside the box and not being scared to kind of fail or make something that didn't work really led me to creating a device that is one of a kind, and I believe is one of the best clutch and shifting systems out there for a hand-controlled vehicle.
Definitely. And I guess those skills have kind of led you to understand the car a lot better, and I guess in fabricating your own components to allow you to drive the car how you need to, you can kind of like look at this car here and how it's fabricated and understand sort of what it does. Tell us a bit about drifting and how you go from drifting to driving a time attack car.
Yeah, like you're absolutely right. Like being able to look at a car, fabricate the car, and then go drive the car, I think gives you a little bit of an edge with some people because you understand a lot more of maybe the limits of the car, the limits of yourself, or just what you can do to change something quicker. Going from a drifting background completely, solely, never doing anything with the grip ever before, and being offered the opportunity to do this with this very fast R35 really tested my nerves and my abilities and everything else all at once. It was definitely, it's never been done before with hand controls. It's a world first in World Time Attack, and it's hard to describe. There's so many feelings going on in my head, and like it's just a blur, but I'm so ecstatic that it actually worked out. Like I put some good times on the board.
Yeah. So you just jumped out of the car, and it's the end of the weekend, and super impressive result. And it's been unbelievable to see you in that car, and also where you've come from and what you've achieved in that pretty short time frame. Do you have any tips for fabricators at home and how they can start and how they can get into doing what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, just give yourself a project and start working on it. It doesn't matter if you do it good or if you do it bad, but give yourself a goal, set it, and commit to it. And once you see something all the way to the finish line, you will definitely learn a lot. You will fail and you won't be good right off the bat, but each time you do something new, and typically when you do something wrong, you're not going to do it wrong again. So don't be scared to fail. Give yourself some challenges and give yourself some goals, and just think outside the box.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. The things that you stuff up are the lessons that you learn, and then you just continue to grow as a fabricator. And it's been really impressive to see you here this weekend, and great to catch up.
Yeah, exactly. Same with you. I always enjoy seeing your vehicle and hanging out with you and seeing what you do. You're a very meticulous and detail-oriented fabricator, and I love everything that you put together. So appreciate the time that we've taken to chat. It's really cool.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Rob.
Absolutely. Thank you.